Hi everyone, it's Lynn and Jenny coming to you tonight. Lovely to see all your names. You can see here we're displaying our meditation spaces, so feel free if you've recently set yours up to share it either now or at the end of the session. We'll do that over the next couple of days. So when you have your space set up then and you're able to with your camera, you can share with everyone. So tonight we are going to hear from Shri Mataji about the subject of security and our centre heart. So that's going to be something lovely, and Jenny will tell us more about that in a sec. So wanted to just share where we're going. This is our week 3 and day 17. So when we get to day 21, which is on Sunday, we'll have our final workshop. We'll then be transitioning to our Going Deeper sessions, which will be twice a week. And that'll be Wednesdays and Thursdays. We'll keep reminding you of what's going to happen. So it'll be at the same time, and you'll still have the same WhatsApp group, and we'll just keep numbering those sessions. From 21 we'll go to 22, 23, so they'll carry on in that way. So there's a few more things we can go into to deepen our meditation, which will let you know what's going to happen for that as we finish off this week with you. And the other thing, of course, which some of you already have asked about, but we will be assigning mentors by the end of the week. So if you wish to have a mentor, if you do not wish to have a mentor, let us know either way. So you can, if you're in the WhatsApp group, you can let us know. You can let us know individually if you'd rather do it silently, or if you are on YouTube, you can just message us on the website. There is a contact email there which we receive all those anyway, so you can let us know there. So you don't miss out if you're not on WhatsApp, but certainly it's quite a convenient communication tool that we are all in there. So we'll stay in that same WhatsApp group, so nothing will change. It'll just be 2 very deep sessions a week coming up then. Now, was there anything else I needed to... If you have any questions, please, if it's in your mind now, you can ask now, or at the end we'll cover anything else you think of as we go along. And then tomorrow night, of course, we'll have the quality of witnessing, which will be nice. And I think looking forward to seeing your meditation spaces. So Jenny, would you like to tell us about our subject for tonight?
Yes. Well, tonight we are talking about security, which is one of the qualities of the heart. So we'll be working on balancing ourselves, bringing ourselves into the center, and working on our heart to strengthen that quality within us. Because as all the other qualities that we've covered in the last few sessions, innocence, creativity, peace, the guru principle, they are all there within us. They're all there. And when we meditate, we connect to those qualities, so they begin to manifest in our everyday life. And then they become powers. And when they become powers, we can then spread them to our environment, which is one way of changing the world.
Sounds wonderful. So I might mute myself and let...
And welcome to everyone for joining us again this evening. We all very much look forward to meditating with you. So it's lovely that you're able to join. So let us start by raising our Kundalini and putting on a bandhan. And as you do this, keep your full attention on what you're doing, on this raising of your hand, and taking your attention above your head every time you tie a knot. And as you do this, you might feel that you're already starting to go beyond your thoughts. And now we will put on our protection. To Hitesh, yes, we did see your question and we will answer it at the end of the session. Thank you for posting. So we can also use our right hand to bring up our Kundalini and then lift up. And do this as many times as you need to. And then you can take your right hand and place it on the left side of your chest, your physical heart. And tonight we're going to start with Shri Mataji's words. And know that her words have the power to change us, to balance us, and to establish the qualities of the spirit within us. Here Shri Mataji speaks of love. A man who is weak cannot love. Only a strong person can love. If you talk of love, first of all, see whether you are strong enough to love or not. Loving is not an easy thing. And tonight we work on this place of love within us, the heart. So we can start by placing our right hand down to the earth and keeping our left hand on our lap. And we'll start with our attention on the Muladhara chakra, which is the base chakra. And here we can ask, Mother, please establish the quality of innocence within us. Please grant us the innocent wisdom of a child. When there is innocence, there can be no fear. Now we can place our attention on the left side of our body, on the left channel. When we get our realization, when our Kundalini is awakened, our connection to other realized souls and to Shri Mataji herself becomes very strong. So here we can say, Shri Mataji, please clear our left channel. Please remove any heaviness from our left channel. Please detach us from the past. May our past no longer take a hold. Allow us to move freely into this moment, into the present, where there is only joy and silence. We're now going to take our right hand into our lap and bend our left arm at the elbow. And now we're going to work on our right channel, the channel of our future. When we think too much, heat builds up in our right channel. And this heat closes our heart. So here we can say, Shri Mataji, please cool down our right channel. Take away all the heat in our right channel that closes our heart and stops us feeling our connection to everyone and everything. And here we can use some very powerful words. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender all my worries, all my problems. I surrender my future to the divine. We can now place our left hand back down into the lap and put our right hand at the center of the chest, on the center heart. Our center heart develops when we are children. If we grow up in loving, nurturing, secure environments, we have a very strong center heart. We are fearless, we are confident, and we feel secure in ourselves. If we don't grow up in such an environment, sometimes our heart can be weakened. But through meditation and the healing of our Kundalini, our center heart can be restored to its pure form. So with our hand on our center heart, we'll take some time to breathe deeply. Breathing deeply and slowly, because when we are fearful, our breathing becomes more rapid. So to heal our heart, we can take some slow, deep breaths. Our heart chakra is also made of the air element. So the act of drawing air into our lungs helps to strengthen our heart. Shri Mataji, please give us a strong heart. Please heal our hearts. So that we can feel the protection that surrounds us. Please heal our hearts so that we become connected to the ocean of security within us. Please heal our hearts so that others can feel secure in our presence. In Sahaja Yoga, we have three hearts: the center, the left, and the right. The left is the mother principle within us. The right is the father principle. And when both these principles are strong, our center heart is strong. So we're now going to work on both the left and the right side of our heart. So let us take our right hand and place it on the left side of the chest. As well as the mother principle, our spirit also resides here. So here we can say, I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. Mother, please open my heart. Help me to love divinely. Without condition, without expectation, and without attachment. Mother, please give me a pure, loving, compassionate heart. Now we can put our right hand back on our lap and use our left hand on the right side of the chest, on the right heart. And here lies the Father principle within us. The qualities of right conduct, responsibility, and Dharma. Mother, please come into my right heart. Please establish a balanced sense of responsibility within me. Help me to see that the greatest responsibility I have is to my spirit. We can now place our left hand back down into our lap. And if we need to, we can use our right hand to take our attention to the top of the head, to our Sahasrara chakra. Shri Mataji, Mother, Please take our attention beyond our thoughts. Please connect us to the divine bliss, the divine silence, the divine peace. Please make us one with you. And we're just going to sit in silent meditation. If you have any thoughts, just let them pass through your mind. And allow your attention to sink into that silence. Just checking your attention. If it's moved into the past or the future, just gently bring it back into this moment. Again, checking your attention. And know when you have no thought, you are completely one with your spirit, with the divine, and the Kundalini can work without any obstruction. Strengthening your heart. We're now going to listen to a talk Shri Mataji gave in 1981 to a group of English Sahaja Yogis. She speaks about the importance of trust, to trust ourselves and to trust others. Only then can our heart be pure, loving, and strong.
So to love God is even more difficult. Without seeing Him, without knowing Him, without knowing His bounties, without getting realization, it is very difficult. But today that is not the case. But still you have to have no fear in your mind. Trust. You trust yourself and trust others. First of all, try to trust yourself. If you have made mistakes, you have to say, yes, I have made mistakes, all right. So what? Trust yourself that you can correct yourself also. Trusting doesn't mean blind ego trip. It does not mean that. Trust means that, yes, I can correct myself. I can improve. I can do better. Some people think that if you trust yourself, then you should never confess anything that you have done wrong. That you should never say that it was wrong and I can correct. This is a wrong idea. You have to trust yourself by saying that, yes, I have done mistakes, I have been doing wrong, I have been faltering, but I can correct. I have that strength within me. I can rise above all these things. I have that thing within me which I can use to my advantage. Trust yourself. Trust that you are realized. Trust that God loves you, that He has chosen you to be His instrument. Love yourself. You are unique, no doubt. As it is human beings, every individual is a unique person. But after realization, you are definitely a unique person. It never means ego trip. One has to use discretion about understanding. It never means ego trip. If you cannot correct yourself, you are not master of yourself. Yes, you are not perfect. You are unique, but you are not perfect. You have to perfect yourself. These words can be very confusing. When I say you are unique, immediately you think you are perfect. These are two words, unique and perfect. Somebody can be unique, but he can have imperfections. So you have to perfect yourself. And trust in yourself that you can perfect yourself through your Kundalini awakening, clearing your chakras. By understanding yourself, you can perfect yourself. You have to perfect. I have so many ways I tell you. Directly, sometimes indirectly, through friends, somehow point out that this is the problem with you. You should think that I am within you. I am that part within you which is discretion. When you do not understand your own discretion, I try to give you the direction by this way or that way. But people feel hurt, people feel bad, or some of them accept it. If you are seekers and if you are ascending, you are definitely unique, or especially blessed, and you have to pay special attention to yourself. You can't afford to play with yourself. So you have to discriminate between ego or ego trips as they call it and ascent. Ego trips bring you back with the worst hurting. It would be something like throwing you in the air and again you come back with a bump and break one of your necks or something like that. That's what ego trip is. But ascent is where you really rise above. Not only that you rise, but with you you make others rise. In your ascent, you develop tremendous powers. The higher you ascend, the better it is. But not by understanding that I am perfect you can ascend, never so. There's a story of a teacher and his student. The teacher was very kind to the student when he would come and show him his creations. He was very kind to him. And every time he would say that I have done this good and this is the thing that I have not been able to do. So will you please tell me how to correct it? And the teacher would say, yes, good. You better correct this part. Then do this. One day, the student came and said, now, this is perfect. He said, you are no more student now. So he said, no more. You are not to come to me anymore. There was another student who was coming every day and correcting himself. And he told to his teacher that today I think I can teach others, but not yet perfect. He said, all right, you go and teach. The third one was a student who came and he was always trying to see what was the mistake and how he has to correct, and how he worked very hard, very assiduous, very hard working. And he came to his teacher one day and he said, sir, I will not trouble you anymore now. He said, true, now you take my seat. That is what one has to understand. You ascend, you will become humbler. It is just the other way around people understand. You see, when they ascend, they think we have achieved some special powers. I don't know, suddenly self-certification starts, you see. I'm very good in spirituality, I'm very high up and all that. This self-certificate starts. And then it can reach such a point that suddenly you found you are on the earth again. This kind of thing is not the way it works out. Actually, the people who ascend, there are certain qualities that show on them. The first thing is your collectivity. How collective you are. With how many people you can carry on. At how many things you can laugh. That is one of the biggest qualities. The second quality is that how much you accept another's domination, who cuts down your collectivity. You must have your personality separate from everyone. If you allow others to cut your personality, say for example, there's a boss and you are the employee, and the boss is not realized soul and you are a realized soul. Or maybe both are realized souls. Take it like that. And one of them is ascending. Then he becomes humbler, he becomes better, there are congenial relationships. But to a point. He will never compromise with his boss when it comes to his ascent, to his collectivity, to his giving, to his doing things for others. On that point, he'll never have any domination, because how much you feel responsible about yourself is the second point. How much you are responsible to be there, to be a cell in the heart. Any cell that fails the heart. Every cell in the heart has to be extremely sensitive and extremely obedient to the self, to the spirit. It has to activate, work harder when there is need, there is emergency. And it enjoys the most. And no impurity should be allowed. The third point now. As I told you, first is collectivity, secondly your responsibility. And third point is purity. Purity of your own heart, first of all. Of your own heart, about sincerity, cunningness. As I am saying this, you will be realizing that all Englishmen believe in the contrary. Nowadays, not olden times, but nowadays. Clean heart, transparent, open heart. Trust others. Talk to everyone with an open heart. Trust others. Why do you doubt? If you do not doubt yourself, you will not doubt others. What are they going to take away from you? What have you got? Nobody can take away your nose, eyes, nothing. It's all quite intact. It's all nicely glued down. So nothing is going to disappear. What are they going to hurt to a person who is a realized soul? If your heart is clean, you can see the other person clearly through and through. Innocence is such a powerful thing that even a glance is sufficient to kill a Satan. Purity of heart. Actually, when the heart becomes impure, the impurity flows down to other places. It is not the other way round. It is from the heart. Many people believe that it's the body that becomes impure. I think it is the heart which becomes really impure, and then it starts trickling down to the body, and then it is residual there, it settles down there. So have a clean, open heart like a child's heart. Open heart. What is there to be afraid of anyone? What is there not to trust anyone? What is there to be angry with anyone? Talk to everyone, shake hands with everyone, be nice to everyone. On the way you find somebody's difficulty, give him a hand. If somebody cannot sit properly or has a problem, you try to remove the problem. If the person cannot stand, give the place. Try to give from your clean heart. If your heart is not clean, it can never give. Now, how do you clean the heart? It's the subject which Felicity wanted me to discuss, is how to clean the heart. There's no broom available for that in the supermarket. There are no fairy liquids or anything to wash it down. But there is a way. Allow your heart to be drenched in your mother's love. Just allow. See how much she loves you. I trust you. People laugh at me sometimes. Some of these saints who are supposed to be very great people, they can't understand how I trust you. They say that, oh, these are all lost traces. These are horrible people. How do you trust them? They are not sannyasis, they are not sadhus, they are nothing. They are ordinary people. For them, your value is nothing. If you go to them, they will make you stand on your head for 3 months. For 3 years they may hang you on a well. I don't know what they will do to test you. But I trusted you the day I saw you. The day you came to me, I trusted you. And I've worked on you from the very first day, knowing what you are, but I trust your spirit, that it would shine. In the same way, trust. We laugh at others. I've seen Sahaja Yogis laugh at others, make fun of them when they come to. Trust them. When you will trust them, you will respect them also. So you have to believe in yourself and enjoy the way gently you are sweeping into the current of your mother's love. Just enjoy that. Like a flower that falls into the current and flows and enjoys all the beauties of that current. In the same way, you should enjoy. When that enjoyment comes into you, you will start trusting. And trust your mother. I try many things to correct you, but trust in one thing, that whatever I try for you or do anything I may do for you, it is just to clean you. That's my job. May sometimes you might feel I'm publicly saying things for you. Maybe your images are being ruined by that, or whatever you may think. That's not the way. Is for your hita, is for the well-being of your spirit. And that is the most difficult job. With all this, trust in your heart. First trust yourself, trust others, other Sahaja Yogis. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Who is your neighbor? He is a Sahaja Yogi. Stand by him. And trust your mother. As I have trusted you, you have to trust me. And it will work out. Open your heart to this trust. You should not worry whether it would be protocolish all right or not, whether it would be absolutely respectable or not. Because heart knows. Whatever your heart will do in its genuine form will be respectable, because there resides your spirit which manifests. That will look after. By outer forms, whatever you try, it's not going to work. It is that trust in your loving heart that is going to. It doesn't matter. You see, today she brought some flowers. There were some supposed to be weeds, according to her. She went to the station and then she was taking some flowers out. And the station master and his wife were very sweet. And they said, "Oh, go ahead, they are only weeds, you can have them." And they are so fragrant, one of the most fragrant flowers I have ever seen. They are just weeds. They do not conform to any formal flowers only. But just few flowers attached to other flowers were most fragrant. Love gives all the sophistication and the fragrance and all the breeding that is required. Not talking of love, but freely loving is the way. It's most enjoyable.
Let us now place our right hand on our heart, the seat of the mother. Mother, please come in my heart. Let me clean my heart so that you are there. Let your love be worshipped in my heart. Let me not be in delusion. Take me away from illusions. Keep me in reality. Take away the sheen of superficiality. Let me enjoy your love in my heart. Let me see your love in my heart. Staying in meditation, we're going to listen to a piece of music that works directly on strengthening our heart.
न तातो न माता न बन्धुर्न ताता न पुत्रो न पुत्री न भृत्यो न भर्ता न जाया न वेद्या न वृत्तिर्ममैव कतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि कतिस्त्वं त्वमेका Bhavani Bhavabdhavapare Mahadhukhabhiru Papartha prakami pralobhe pramatha Kasamsara pasha prabadha sadaham Gatisvam tvameka bhavani Gatisvam tvameka bhavani Na janami dhanam na chadhyana yogam Na janami tantram na chastotra mantram Na janami pujam na chanyasa yogam Gatisvam tvameka bhavani Gatisvam tvameka bhavani Na janami punyam na janami tirtham Na janami muktim layam va kadachita Na janami bhaktim vrutam vapi mata Gatisvam tvameka bhavani Gatisvam tvameka bhavani Tvameka bhavani
Before we open our eyes, let's make sure we're connected to that silence within us. If your attention is in the past or the future, just gently bring it back once more into this moment. And know that when we are in that silent state, we are at our most powerful. Silence becomes our fortress, and we are completely protected. And know that you can find that silence within you. Wherever you are, whoever you're with. It is always there. Giving you that security. Keeping ourselves in that silence, let us raise our Kundalini. And give ourselves a bandha. So over to you now, Lynn.
That was lovely, Jenny. Thank you. What a great talk on heart opening. And,
Yes.
you know, that talk really answered a lot of questions, I feel. Like, Hitesh, your question is really answered, that you have to trust yourself. And the other thing that comes to mind is that, you know, we have a lot of powers within us, and one of them we can do is giving a bandhan. And we put those vibrations to someone we want to protect them or give them help. So we can write that person's name in our hand and give a bandhan on our hand. So I thought maybe for the two people I thought of is Hitesh, so you can, you know, feel invigorated with the vibrations, to trust that the thoughts will stop. And also for Yanni, I got the message from Yanni as well. So let's do that, if that's all right with you, Hitesh. We're going to solve your question physically by, put my hand here, writing the name of Hitesh first of all on the palm of our hand, and then we'll do 7 circles with our hand. And then the other name. And of course, put your name in the chat if you would like us to do this for you as well. But if you already trust yourself, you're okay.
Hitesh, just to add to your comment, our Kundalini is there to fulfill every pure desire that we have. If you are having, if that is your pure desire to rid yourself of these thoughts that you're having, when you are in meditation, you can ask the Kundalini to help you. So you can just, because our thoughts are coming from our Agya, we can place our hand across our Agya and we can just ask.
Let's all do it together.
Mother Kundalini, please clear my mind. Take away all the thoughts coming from my past and my future. Take away all the thoughts that affect the peace within me. And as Lynn said, it goes back to trusting yourself and knowing that you have those powers to heal yourself through your Kundalini. I think there was something else from Sabine.
Yes. Sabine says, I'm struggling with trusting my intuition. Unsure when it's intuition or my mind.
Yes, it happens to all of us, Sabine.
No.
We are all learning that one. What could we say?
Oh, how did you need to have your left hand in your lap facing up or towards the floor? Just now.
So when you're clearing your left channel, you can, because if you overuse your left channel, it can become quite heavy, and that results in you feeling lethargic. So to clear that heaviness, you can drop your right hand towards the earth.
Yeah.
In terms of intuition, I always find that after meditation, my intuition is the strongest. So you can see how you feel after your meditation and go with what is in your heart and trust yourself.
You know, there's a saying, first thought's divine.
Yes.
Every other thought's another thought.
Yes. And then after, our ego will kick in, or our conditionings will kick in.
Mental process starts.
Yes.
Dissecting what we've just had the idea about.
Yes. And even if it's not the correct thing for you, see it as a learning.
Yeah, that's good.
It's all right. We're always being directed. There's always lessons to learn. So making the wrong decision, we can use that in the future to help us make the right decision.
I might also add there, Sabine, to your question.
Oh, thanks, Phil. Yeah. Hi, Phil.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Instead of worrying about whether it's your intuition or the mind, we can learn to trust in the state of thoughtless awareness, in that you actually use that which is beyond the mind. And when you reach that state of thoughtless awareness properly, whatever comes into your attention is reality, it's the truth, and you have no doubt about it. So it becomes very clear to you what's just a figment of your mind or your imagination and what's reality. And also I was thinking about what Hitesh was saying before. And I also feel like a lot of those sorts of thoughts which trouble us actually come from our left Swadhisthana chakra. And when the left Swadhisthana clears, we'll find that those thoughts that so infatuated us before and we couldn't keep away from, they actually disappear, and we sort of wonder why we were so fixated on them at all in the beginning. So I would say that maybe in the next series after the 21 days, we might be able to work on using the candle element further on the left Swadhisthana on the left side to purify that side, which then changes the way we think.
Yeah, good idea, Phil.
Yeah.
Incorporate that for sure. And thanks for looking after all the technology tonight, Phil. He's been working hard in the background, everyone.
He has.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yes.
I probably could explain what the mentor idea is. Some of you may already know what it means to have a mentor, but it's basically someone you can meditate with once a week or ask any questions. And yeah, so it's really just like a one-on-one person you can ask questions of without it being a formal time. You can just work out with your mentor when's convenient and meet up, and just as simple as having a meditate together or a chit chat or whatever you need. So just someone to support you in your journey.
So tomorrow night, Lynn, we're working on our
Witnessing quality, which is going to be very good. So it's something
Yes.
we all need to witness the life we're leading and not react. And that's the quality of our Vishuddhi center, this throat center. So,
and when we can witness, we're not reacting with anger or with guilt, judgment, and we are able to learn from what happens around us.
yep, I think Hetty's here in our session today as well. But I think she might be at work, so I won't ask her to unmute and unvideo.
All right.
Hi, Hetty. Nice to see you there.
That's wonderful, Robin. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to find you a mentor.
Yes, definitely.
Lynn's taking notes.
I'm taking notes.
Robin.
Yep.
All right. So
yes, Sabine, we do info at Free Meditation. We do.
and Sarita Adams would also like a mentor.
Ah, yes.
And Sabine.
Excellent. No, it's not too much at all.
And there's Linda. Yes, Linda.
Done. See how quickly it happens.
So quickly. All right. Well, if you would like to stay on and meditate, there's no other questions. There is some music for you to keep you in that silent state.
Thanks,
So
everyone.
enjoy whatever you have ahead of you.
Thank you, Radim, for your lovely words.
And Meda Naik would also like a mentor.
Yep. Yes. Thank you, and good morning and good evening to you all as well. Thank you, Nada.